DEXperience Digimon. DEXperience.
Wassss Up
Hello, Dexters! Welcome to DEXperience!
Yeah.
Experience.
Today we're talking about... I got spit.
Today we're talking about spit.
19, The
Ghost of the Maiden's Peak.
Hey, how's everyone doing today?
Hi, Harry. I'm doing swell.
You doing good?
Yeah.
That's good. Logan, how you doing today?
Well, I'm doing... Thank you. I'm doing good.
I'm doing good.
Thank you, Harry.
I'm doing good as well, guys. Dennis, how you doing today?
I'm
No
doing
one asked
very
you.
good, Harry. I'm doing so good. I've had like 5 cups of coffee and I'm raring to go.
I had
you're
like
gonna be
5
sleepy.
coffee. I had 5 coffee. I had 5 things of
5
coffee.
coffee.
At
I
work
work
today.
late, so I have to we're recording this like at 7:30, but I have a shift after this, so
Poor guy.
I'm gonna
Poor
keep
guy.
myself active.
That's not good.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. I have a fun game for us to play today.
Yeah.
It's a lovely returning game
Ooh,
that we
we like
did.
games.
We did probably about 4 or 5
It's a
episodes back.
rerun.
This is 21 questions
Rewind.
again.
Dracovish.
No.
Damn.
Ooh, exciting!
So again, just to quickly explain, I have a Pokemon in mind, and the gang will ask me 21 questions.
Are we allowed to know what... I know I have to find out what...
You have to find out what the questions.
Hopefully it's one I know.
Let's check in the
Okay.
questions.
And let's like
for-
agree to mutually decide upon the question
then it's
rather
I
than.
gonna
don't know
take
if
forever.
somebody faces me and asks me directly, then I'm taking it as a question.
You can't
Logan,
say...
I'm looking at you, Logan.
You can't say no.
I can't say no. That's
You
one of
can't
the
say
questions.
no.
Me
fuck.
neither.
But I have a Pokemon in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you guys are ready,
Okay.
I'm ready to start.
Wait.
Just yes or no questions.
Okay. Is it a Generation 1 Pokemon?
No.
Is it a generation 4 through to 8 Pokemon?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
useless.
That's a good way to
Alright.
do questions.
Okay.
So that's from
Oh, that's
4, 5,
hard.
6, 7,
You're
8.
missing 2 more generations.
No, 4 through to 8.
You're missing 2 more generations.
What, 9 and
That's it.
2? No, wait, that's not a question.
It's not
But
1, 2, or 3.
9 or 2?
Okay.
Well,
No,
it's
I said is
it's
Okay. Okay.
it's a okay. So what you said was it's a Pokemon in 4 to 8.
yeah, through
is
to
what you
8.
said.
But you missed 2 and 3.
But is
Yeah, I
it
know.
was it introduced?
And you said yes.
Is that what you mean?
Are you saying
That's what I
was he meant it was
clearly.
introduced
It's
in
still
4
yes.
to 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still
Yeah.
Oh, introduced.
yeah,
Like,
kind of.
Was it?
kind of.
Kind of.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
what?
It's a yes or no kind of
no,
question.
it's a kind of answer.
What do you...
No,
That's
no,
how
it's
is that a-
not.
How is that a kind of
Pokemon.
question?
It's a kind of answer.
That doesn't make sense.
Ask me about other
I
generations.
disagree with this.
He
Yes
could,
or no?
okay, he could be meaning something like Lucario that was shown in Gen 3, but
See,
was
there's
never
thoughts
fully...
there.
No, no. But,
Okay, is it
so-
Lucario?
No,
No.
no, Logan.
No, it's not Lucario.
Logan.
Even know what
That doesn't-
Lucario
that
is.
doesn't
Yeah, he's
count
the
as a-
doggy
That
one.
doesn't count as a question.
It does.
Oh my god. This is kangaroo court.
This is the guy who asked just a singular generation.
Because-
it could be
It was a
Bonsai,
high
it could be
chance.
Mime Junior. It could. Is that like?
Is
I
it a
mean, that's
fighting
not
type?
No, because Logan,
No,
stop!
it's not.
Logan, this is a team game that we're
Yeah.
playing, and you're just being a renegade
Is
right
it a
now,
dual
asking
type?
random questions.
Yeah, is it? Yeah,
Is it got dual typing?
Logan.
that's a good question. That's a good question. That's actually a good question.
What was the question?
Dual
It's a
typing.
type Pokemon.
Okay.
That's a good question. How do you mean you don't
Why
know?
are you thinking?
Why did you pick a
You should know
Pokemon
this.
you
No,
don't
no,
know
there's a
about?
reason I'm thinking.
It's Mime Junior. He's trying to figure out whether it's psychic and fairy.
No.
I bet that's it. I bet.
Oh my god.
Yes. And,
What?
And yes, and kind of.
Is it Mime Junior?
What? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
It will make sense when you hear the answer.
It probably has a different form, right? So it's maybe like.
Like Meowth?
no, it's Meowth
no.
is a Gen 1 Pokemon. Well, can't be
It could be. I don't know.
Is it?
Like it could be like how Rotom
Oh,
has
no,
like
it could
different
be a
forms.
form.
It could be Rotom.
Ask,
that a
does
qu-
it have multiple forms? I feel
Does
like
it have
that's good.
multiple forms?
Yes.
Oh my. Well, we kind of got that from.
No,
the,
just to confirm. Now we know
Okay.
for
All right.
sure.
How many
7
questions do we
You've
have?
used 7 questions.
We have 7 questions left.
No,
Or
you've
s-
used
No,
7 questions.
Oh my god.
Okay, I would say it definitely
Okay.
is because when I said was it introduced in Gens 4 to 8, it probably is a previous generation Pokemon, but it had an Alolan or a Galarian form. Is my thinking.
Are we in Generation 8 right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
we ask
Okay.
whether
I know.
it's an
I have a
Alolan or-
question. Yeah, I should. We should ask if it needs an item to change form.
Evolve.
Change form.
So it would be a legendary then, because most legendaries do that.
Yeah. Should we ask?
I'm gonna guess it's an Alolan or Galarian form. I feel like that's a good question.
Well,
is it
should you ask? How would you ask that then?
Is it an Alolan?
Does
Does
it
the
ha-
Pokemon
you should-
have an Alolan?
You could ask if it has different forms over multiple generations, or
That would guarantee it's Meowth then.
What do you mean?
Because Meowth's the only Pokemon that has different
No,
forms.
it has
of
2. Well, 3, but like other Pokemon have 2, like
Like what?
Vulpix, the snow and the fire
Oh,
type.
I mean, sorry, Meowth has 3. Is what I mean.
Yeah. So
Harry, does it have an Alolan form?
no.
Yeah, well, now
Does it have a Galarian
That's not.
form?
Yes.
Logan,
go.
stop!
Thank
That's
you.
not. That's
Thank you,
not.
Logan.
The answer,
Economic-
the answer was yes.
I know, but that's
So now
not
we know.
economic.
So you
It's
have-
not-
It is.
You could have asked if it was like had forms over multiple
No, now we know.
generations.
No, but then you would have been thinking Aloha.
Alright.
So now
Oh,
you know
thank-
that it's not Aloha.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Oliver already asked the Alolan,
Yeah.
so only
Okay,
only
look.
Galarian was
So
left
we-
in it, so it made sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a Galarian.
like-
It could be.
You have like 20 Pokemon to guess from.
It can't be Okay, it can't be like. Okay, so it's a Galarian form. So
Oh, we should ask whether it has evolutions or not.
It will have evolutions.
Does it
Or
have
might-
evolutions?
No.
Yes.
Stop asking.
So that means it has to be a single stage.
Oh,
No, he said it does have evolutions.
Yeah. So like, because you wouldn't say like Mr. Mime. Oh, but Mr. Mime does have evolutions.
Mr. Mime does have
yes,
evolutions.
yes, and no.
Okay,
what?
so it's a middle problem.
a middle evolution.
Yes and no. It hasn't. Yes, it has an evolution, and no, it doesn't have.
Oh
an
right,
evolution.
because it's multiple forms, so it could be Mr. Mime,
I'm gonna-
Galarian, and regular.
We got 11 questions left, gang. 11
What
questions.
type is?
That's a
What
lot of
type
questions.
is?
Is it Mr. Mime?
What?
No.
No.
10 questions. left.
Can you
I was
stop?
confident. Hey, Logan's the one
It's
doing it.
freak-
I'm allowed to do it once.
Stop! Oh my god!
Alright, we got 10
All right.
questions.
Okay. And it can't be because we asked him if it was a Gen 1 Pokemon.
I'm so glad that I moderate this game. And
I
not ask the
asked Harry
questions.
if it was a Gen 1 Pokemon. So it can't be Meowth, it can't be Mr. Mime.
That's what I said. There's still 2 generations you missed out.
It's what, 2 and...
Okay,
so it
but
could
we
be
know
a
it's
generation
a Galarian
2.
form Pokemon,
Yeah.
so like it can only be like a certain.
So let's think there's Ponyta, but it's not a Gen 1 Pokemon.
And it's not Meowth.
It's not Meowth.
What other
It's not
Pokemon?
Mr. Mime.
Yamask.
What other Pokemon?
Next question, guys.
Oh, it could be Yamask.
Next question.
Although your mask...
Is it Yamask?
No,
No.
stop!
9 to go.
Logan!
We got 9 questions.
It could,
Logan!
it could be Dalmatitan, it could be Turnip.
Stop!
It could be
I'm gonna hurt you.
It could be... Oh, what else could it
Oh
be?
my god.
Dalmatitan, I'm trying to
The
think what
mics
else.
have peaked so much already.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
Gonna be
So,
hard edited,
okay,
guys.
it
Give
can't...
us some... What answer?
Water
It
type?
could be the...
What was that?
Is it a water type?
Don't answer!
Stop!
Don't
Stop!
answer!
Stop!
Don't answer it. Don't answer that,
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Harry! Oh,
It's a,
Uh,
sorry, I didn't accept my apology. Haven't I found out? Wait,
didn't
that
we...
it's a
We
Galarian
agreed
form,
that we would be a
dual
team,
type,
Logan.
water
Right, hold
type?
on now. So it's a Pokemon that has 2 different forms. It's a water type,
and it's in Galarian.
it's a Galarian form, and it's a dual type.
Wait,
Okay,
sorry,
actually,
it is
I
a
think
Galarian-
I asked
No, it's a Galarian
all
form.
of those questions.
Yes.
Well, okay,
Oh.
what water type Galarian forms are
Dennis,
there?
wouldn't this podcast
Just
take
think as
about
well.
3 hours if we were doing it your
just
way?
think. Just think. Am I giving you answers just for the one form?
Yeah, true.
What
Water type.
are you? What?
You
what are
have to have
saying?
one form in mind. You can't be thinking.
No,
multiple.
I'm thinking of Pokemon.
What?
Yeah,
You're
you have to be
thinking about
thinking-
multiple?
It's the fun
Oh,
thing.
Harry, you're so
you have to
annoying
say
when
that's
you
the fun
like
thing.
questions
It's
are
the
like.
fun thing.
You have to be thinking of one singular.
So wait, so there's the
What?
water
That's the
form.
rules!
That's
might-
one Pokemon.
So the water
different
form
form.
might not be the Galarian.
Yes.
Oh my.
I won't get that
Okay,
as a
wait, what
question.
is a water Pokemon that has a Galarian form?
Slowpoke.
That's probably could be.
It could be
You
Slowpoke.
could ask,
Slowpoke?
is it no?
No,
I'm
stop!
not gonna let that.
Is it part of the Slowpoke family?
It's like Slowbro. Do you think?
Yeah, like is it?
Oh, because it could be
I'll
thinking of
say,
the new
yeah.
one.
I would say, is it part of the Slowpoke family?
Is it part of the Slowpoke family?
No.
Okay. so
Well,
it
it's
doesn't matter.
because we talked about it's not Gen 1 Pokemon. It didn't come out in
Yes.
Gen 1. What?
It's not a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it,
what other?
So think back to the question.
okay, so it's a Galarian form.
Again,
It's
keep on
Mudkip.
saying.
There are
you've-
It's
multiple.
Mudkip.
There are multiple forms of it. So and it's a water type.
What water type Galarian things are there? Or,
There's
like, that stem from water types.
that stem from.
We think
what do
with
you mean?
Meowth, like for example, Darmanitan is ice and Galar region, but it stems from a fire type because it could. What Harry's meaning is it has a Galarian form, but it might be the Galarian form, but then it also might not be the Galarian form. So
Oh,
it could
yes.
be the original.
Okay.
Pokemon.
So the answer was correct, but it might not be
Yeah.
for the Galarian form.
I mean, I can't. I'm trying to think of like a Galarian form that's a water type.
Yeah.
Like
It's not coughing and wheezing. It's
Okay,
not
you're stuck on something here. It has the Galarian form, but the Galarian form is not water type in its original form was water type.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what Pokemon original
yeah,
was
I'm
water
trying
type.
to think. Because like what other
Oh no, Stunfisk was ground electric.
well what
not Stunfisk.
what Pokemon in
Also, Stunfisk doesn't have
Galar.
has evolutions. So we have Meowth, We have Ponyta. I'm trying to think Galarian form.
Those are in.
I'll give you this as
Gen
well.
1.
I'll give you this as well. Only its Galarian form has an evolution.
What?
Only its Galarian form has an evolution.
Only it's
So
Galarian.
what-
Corsola. Oh my god, it's
Oh,
Corsola.
Corsola.
It's totally
Oh my
Corsola.
god, it's totally Corsola.
It's Corsola.
Is it Corsola?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got that.
Guys,
That
just
took-
overthink.
That took years
There
off
you
of
go.
my life.
Guys,
got
just
it.
overthink.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Great work,
Just
great work.
overthink. You guys get so stressed.
You guys had a great time.
Let's never play
Dennis
that game again.
I like this.
Yeah, I like the game.
Oh
I was
my
just
God.
asking the question.
Yeah.
Logan did actually.
Dennis was gonna.
Yeah,
You were
you're
gonna keep
overanalyzing.
overthinking.
You can't overanalyze. You just gotta ask
Yeah.
all the questions. It's the
Yeah.
same last time as well.
That was-
all the questions Logan asked are the ones that got you the answer in the end.
You did, yeah.
He's a renegade. You're a loose unit,
Yeah,
Logan.
and you need me. You're the rookie who's
you need to
you're
play
stuck
by
to
the
the
book.
So the reason why I chose Corsola is because, of
I'm
course,
one
its
day from
Galarian
inside.
form is a ghost type, which relates lovely to this episode, Ghost of
I
Maiden's Peak. So,
see.
Logan, would you like to do a recap for this
Of
episode?
course. So we start with a mysterious cliff top with a mysterious core, and then a manly, deep, ghastly voice appearing. Ho, 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 ho. And then we learn that that's Maiden's Peak. And then Brock and the gang are on the ferry leaving from the previous episode, Port Vista.
Port de Vista.
Port Vista.
Aquapolo.
Yeah, I was about to say, what was that place Dennis said last
Kokomo?
episode? Yeah.
Brock's
Shoppery.
really sad because he's sad that they wasted another summer and that people won't be wearing bathing suits anymore.
Oh no.
Team Rocket are being towed behind in the ferry, so that's how they they have no money to buy anything, so they start.
Nice.
And then they end up in Maiden's Peak,
Hi, Mom.
and it's the Summer Ends festivals going on, and both Brock and James, when they get off the ferry, see a beautiful woman standing on the pier.
She is pretty gorgeous, though.
And then when they look again,
Of appropriate age this
it's
time.
gone. Oh my
What?
god! And they both
Spooky.
become like weirdly obsessed with her. They keep thinking about her. And then Team Rocket, actually, who I've noticed over these last 3 episodes, have become really obsessed with just getting money, not Pikachu anymore.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta
They
eat, you know?
start walking through the. They start going through the festival because they come from some great logic about like how people in festivals don't care about their money and they just drop it. And then Officer Jenny catches them like picking up money and is like, "Oh, thank you guys, I'll take that off your hands."
Yeah, that was funny.
And then
Oh, one
an
American
old
cent.
lady approaches Brock and is like, "Oh, I've seen it in your eyes. You've seen the beautiful maiden. Don't follow her. She'll get you."
Don't, Dennis. Don't follow her.
And then
Oh, I won't.
that same lady says the exact same thing to James.
Don't follow her, Oliver.
I'll try not.
Um,
No promises.
and then
Can't believe
we learn that she died 2,000 years ago
Jeez.
because the maiden was waiting for a guy to come back from a war.
No,
And he never came back, so she just stayed on the cliff and turned to stone.
Sad.
Stone doesn't grow.
I like
Just
so play
quick comment.
Despacito.
Brock, and then so then they go off to go look at like the a nice beautiful pictures unveiled, and that's like how they learn about all the history.
Mhm.
And then they go to go look at the rock, and they just look at the rock, and Brock stays there all night. The other two go off to go sleep, and Brock just stays looking at the rock.
Brock.
And then James also gets called.
Brock.
If Brock was a Pokemon, Brock.
Team Rocket
What?
planned to steal the beautiful painting they saw to go earn some money, and then just as Meowth wakes up to wake the others up, he gets put back to sleep by a ghost, the ghostly lady, and a ghostly lady wakes up James, and James starts following her, and then the ghostly lady also appears to Brock. And then it's the next morning, and Team Rocket don't know where James is, so they go up to.
Am I gonna have to separate you two?
No,
You're just like
no.
So
sitting
sorry,
back
I
here.
can't stop thinking about Brock Rock.
I didn't even realize I said that.
What, like the musical genre?
No, if Brock's a Pokemon, he's like Brock.
Okay.
Right, Brock actually has rock in his name.
Yes,
on purpose?
that's the point.
That's why Misty's named Misty, because like water mist.
What? Are you serious?
I've never.
Oh my
thought of that
God.
before.
What? Oh, and Lieutenant Surge is named Lieutenant Surge.
I know
because
that.
Oh my god, I never thought of
Did
that.
you not get
Are you
that one?
serious?
I
never
got
thought
that
of
one. I got that one. I
Hey,
just
what
didn't
about-
get Brock and Misty. They're too close to.
I've
like-
never thought of Lieutenant Surge as being electrical surge.
Oh my
I've
god.
never thought of that.
Okay, so it's the next morning,
What?
and Jesse and
And
Meowth are like,
Giovanni is from Geode.
oh,
Blaine, like,
Blaze.
yeah, thanks.
Blade and Blaze doesn't work. That's a stretch.
So it's the next morning. Team Rocket have don't know where James is, so they go and confront Ash and Misty.
Yeah.
And then Jessie does a great thing of trying to do the motto herself.
Oh, that's good,
It's
yeah.
really good.
Which
And then-
actually works out well.
And then we hear James's groggy voice though, and they're like, "Where the hell's that coming from?" And they just come from inside. And then Brock and and James get electrocuted from Pikachu to kind of break them from this spell. And then what happens? And then the old lady suggests that they stick stickers on them and they won't fall under the spell. And so they buy lots of stickers and stick it up. And then Team Rocket just use the spear stickers that they don't have use, so they can't afford any stickers.
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
And
Good
then the ghost comes out and steals Brock, and then it starts taking James as well. And James is like, I don't want to go! But it gets taken. And then Jesse fires a bazooka at the ghost.
What a sentence.
Ash tries to pull out the ghost starts getting skulls coming from its body, and Ash pulls out the Dexter, and Dexter doesn't know what it is, and it can't compute for a while. And then we learn it's Ghastly,
Dun, dun,
and
dun.
it can talk,
Ooh.
which is interesting. It has a real deep.
Sounds like the Count
and
from Sesame Street.
every single time different Pokemon get thrown out to fight it, it keeps turning into their worst fears. I love how the mongoose is used as well.
Oh,
So for
We
Pikachu,
need to talk
it's
about
a
that.
mousetrap.
yeah, we got
We
some
need to-
discussion
yeah.
with that mongoose.
Yeah.
Oof.
And then Misty comes holding a cross, and then she has
my
garlic
gosh,
and
yeah.
holy water, I think.
And a steak and hammer.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What do you think I am, a vampire?" And then the sun starts coming up, and he's like, "Well, I'm not a vampire, but I still hate the sun." And that's how the episode.
Mood.
And then he goes away, and then Brock's still in love. And then we're kind of at a party, and Ash looks really sad, and then Misty comes sporting a new look, and Ash is like, "Hubba hubba,"
Both of them getting some lovely kimonos.
and they want to go dance
Yeah.
together.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ash
Like
and
the
Misty
festival.
dancing together.
Probably didn't get
I'm
angry
saying.
about that shipping over.
And then
I still haven't seen it.
Um,
I don't get it.
Ghastly sails off into the water, it's the
Because they release
ceremony.
boats into the river and
Yeah.
to the ocean.
And then he talks to a real life ghost.
Oh my lord!
He's a real life ghost. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Guys.
Should we jump off from there for discussion?
I just want to quickly just say, every time Brock's mentioned, I'm gonna have a little giggle now, and I'm sorry
What?
about
Brock,
it.
Brock,
I
it's
have
okay.
some massive bing bong energy going on.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
energy.
Emphasis on bong.
Just bear with me for this episode, fans and
So,
friends.
And Dexters. Shout out to you, Dexters.
so ghosts are real.
Yeah.
Ghosts
Ghosts are
are
really-
Like human
It-
ghosts.
it's really established.
There is
What a
Afterlife.
plot twist.
Like in the games and the anime, that supernatural
Yeah.
elements is really
We don't see
really
human
big.
ghosts in
We-
the games.
Yes,
so-
you do.
Actually, you
we
do.
Yeah,
Do
we
we?
hear
You do.
things. We do see some in Ghost. The one that sticks out in my mind all the time is Red and Blue and the Pokemon Origins cartoon, which I'm sure one day we'll cover.
Yeah.
So
there
good.
was a ghostly white hand over Red. Sorry, Red's shoulder.
Yeah.
Oof.
Terrifying.
And then it goes away the next scene.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Oh yeah,
and
there's
very
that
well established.
NPC in Lavender Town that was it asks you if you believe in ghosts, and
Yeah.
if you put no, if you say no, they're like, oh,
What about
then I
that?
guess that white hand on
On
your
your
shoulder
shoulder.
is nothing then.
And in the Origins anime, they put that white hand there.
yeah,
I mean, you explicitly see actual ghosts in Diamond and Pearl.
Yes. Yeah.
In the Chateau, there's something.
Yes.
yeah, the old chateau.
Yeah.
the old
The old
Chateau
Chateau.
in-
Terrifying.
in-
You see
in the
ghosts.
Tuna
If you walk into a
Forest.
room, a ghost just goes across the room.
Yeah.
And
So-
I think in black and white, there's like a ghostly.
There's a ghost with the
hole.
Chrysalia, I want to say.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
there's like a
that. Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
little girl. I
So
don't-
ghosts
yeah.
are established.
Yeah.
The whole supernatural
I
element
really-
in Pokemon is
all
just
the-
there strongly.
I do enjoy like all the ghostly stuff because it's like kind of like horror, like spooky stuff.
So
and-
is Ghastly Pokemon ghost?
yes,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
a ghost
It's
and
not like
poison
a dead
type.
human.
But it's a dead Pokemon?
No, it's not really.
No.
In the game, sometimes they mention that they're made up of like gas.
Yeah,
So-
there
Yeah.
isn't much explanation to say why it's a ghost. A wide theory, actually, is that Ghastly has kind of possessed quite a few Pokemon. So Voltor, because it's the same eyes as Ghastly, is believed to be a possessed Pokeball by a Ghastly.
Oh yeah.
Cloyster,
Yeah, I've heard that theory.
Cloyster's
Yeah.
eyes, so a Cloyster is also believed to be possessed by a Ghastly because they've got the same eyes.
Cloisters, I didn't realize until I was playing Sword and Shield with you guys. Said looks like a vagina.
There's
There's that imagery.
in Heart Gold and
Oh
Soul
my
Silver,
God,
there is
yeah.
a tag team
A
with
double
like
value.
And a
like
Diamond
a
and
lovers duo.
Yeah.
And they have an Onyx and a Cloyster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Literally.
Yeah,
Take that, Freud.
it was quite horrific.
Whoa.
Freudian imagery.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do psychology.
Take that, Freud.
Yeah.
and this particular Ghastly has a pretty
This Ghastly
has
can
a
talk.
sexy vampire.
This
bit.
dude
Yeah, you're
speaks.
sexually attracted. It really did work
I was
for
not
you.
sexually attracted to the Ghastly.
You-
Oh,
you
good
thought
one.
it was-
Sexually
It's
attracted
messed
to
up.
What you were
saying-
telling me that it was like Ghastly had like a sexy vampire
Yeah, a
voice.
sexy
He's
vampire.
acknowledging
So
voice.
you're admitting that
I'm
you like the
acknowledging
voice.
that it had a
No,
sexy
no.
voice, but something can be sexy and you're not attracted to
Yeah,
it.
but you can acknowledge it.
You know, like when you see sexy food, you're like, "Fuck, that looks." You're like, "Damn, that looks good," but you don't want to
There's
like.
really no
you
point
don't
in
wanna
censoring
screw
yourself.
around.
You know, I
It's
can
like-
be like, you
All right,
know,
we're
Dennis,
officially at RH.
Bing
I
bong.
can be like,
energy.
you know, that camera is sexy, but I'm not like,
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't want to
Sexually
like
attracted
go
to it.
kiss the camera.
You should.
Okay.
That'd be good for
Dennis
the
is like, but
audience.
what if you did though?
Yeah. Give it a
But no, yeah, the voice is. It's the only. So it's the second Pokemon up to this point we've heard
that
speak.
can talk.
Yeah, really
Sure.
interesting.
But like he doesn't even talk how I imagine a Ghastly
No.
would talk. He
No,
just,
because Ghastly, later on we'll see Ghastly, and if they do talk, they're like, Ghastly.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has,
like, a
deep voice.
Yeah.
I want to correct one of my previous points. I said that Pokemon, like Ghastly, isn't like a ghost of a Pokemon, and that like they're like separated from humans. So it's humans ghosts. There are Pokemon later on that are actual human spirits.
That's right.
Like
Yamask.
Yamask.
Honedge.
Honedge?
Ah,
I
yes.
think he's an actual human.
Oh, and the
spirit.
sword?
Yeah, the
You
sword.
I remember you telling me
Pokemon
that.
and Yamask, I believe, is a human spirit.
Yamask, yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yamask.
there are actual human spirits that are Pokemon,
So-
which is kind of weird if you think about like go Yamask, all
This
happy and fun.
Ghastly-
And that's dead.
Did you mention that Ghastly was that old woman that keeps showing up? To
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, I didn't say that. Yeah, he's the old woman
As
and the
well.
ghost lady,
Yeah.
and that's it. He
Man,
says
he
he's
really
a-
likes
That-
being in
so
inside
like,
a woman.
so like every time that we've seen like that old woman show up, like
Rock, rock.
trying to.
So she
like,
was like warning them, which like
Of
is like it's like
itself.
the classic trope of being like,
what a
don't
twist.
do
Well,
it,
I-
and
I-
then
Yeah.
that makes them want to do it.
Well,
more.
I think the whole purpose was that so the old lady would warn them to not do that, so they do it. But then she sells them these stickers and makes money off them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that Ghastly was like, I've got money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
At
not
the
not
end.
only is the Ghastly, because the actual spirit of the maiden says at the end, like, you're keeping my story alive.
Yeah.
So Ghastly's doing that for her, but also for making some money on the
Yeah,
side.
you gotta
but Ga-
respect the
Yeah.
hustle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ghastly, like, I didn't know how I felt about him because he was actually kind of nice. He
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
keeping her, I guess, because like maybe she'd die, her spirit would die,
Yeah,
if the
yeah,
town
that's true.
forgot about
Uh-huh.
her.
Oh yeah.
But the town
That's-
remembers her,
Mm.
and then
There's actually.
he also says, sorry, he'll
Yeah.
if he finds the spirit of the boy that she keeps remembering, he'll send him back.
Yeah.
There's
Just
there's,
very cute.
there's actually that belief about what's it called?
It's in Coco.
Coco?
And
Yeah,
great
Coco.
movie.
That kind of thought.
Coco
There's
Bandicoot.
there's a certain lot of spirituality about that kind of the spirit world, or like how your spirit kind of you have two deaths. I think especially in Coco, if you're forgotten, you die physically, but then you die again once everyone's
Yeah.
forgotten about you.
Which is why they
yeah,
have,
true,
like,
that
the
is what
shrine.
happens.
Yeah, that's why
Oh.
they have the shrine to the family, and they know
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be forgotten.
Uh-huh.
That's why he gives the kid the photo to take back.
But then
Great movie.
I haven't seen it.
there's
Watch Coco, so
also
good.
I'll watch it. Watch Coco.
there's this
Watch it.
this
Let's
anime
do it.
called Natsume Yujinsho, which is like this really like peaceful, nice, heartwarming anime about this boy who can see spirits.
I see dead
Yokai, I think it's called yokai, and like which-
Yokai Watch?
yeah, well, it's kind of like that. Yokai just means like kind of like spirit, and so it's kind of like and there's like certain shrines and stuff, and basically in that anime series, it's like if their power level is determined by how many people like are aware of them or revere their or like understand that they're existing in the world. And so
Oh.
that kind of like reminds me of
Interesting.
that kind of highlights maybe Ghastly's viewpoint about like trying to keep her alive, or like her spirit alive, or like
Yeah,
around a bit more.
I like it. I really dig the spirituality and the mythological surroundings of this episode. The uses of the shrines is wonderful. The shrines, of course,
that was
being
quite cool.
a massive part in Japanese culture. It's one and the
Yeah.
respect that was shown for them. Like when they were inside the shrines, Ash would have his hat off.
Yeah.
Just little touches like that. It was good to show that the
Oh, I
respect
didn't
was
even
still
notice
there.
that.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, this episode, because of like a lot of it's quite spiritual, is banned in a few countries.
Yes, you mentioned
Oh,
that
yeah.
two,
I mentioned
two
that two
episodes ago.
episodes
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the band.
It's like these last 3 episodes have just been like banned everywhere.
Yeah,
true,
It's kinda
actually,
because they got quite strong things.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
I
do
mean,
you know
there's a
what
cross
places?
in there.
No, I don't. But we
Misty
could
Ho-
easily bring it up.
Misty
I
Hall's
think
like a
it's
cross,
Islam.
which is I reckon
That
that
would make
like
Had
the cross.
problems.
Yeah, the power of Jesus saved the day. Who would have thunk it?
It wasn't even. It was something to do with more like the festival, like how the festival was being
Yeah.
done.
Okay. Well, that's sad.
I guess it's interesting.
It's just a
Like there are
different-
different
It's just
viewpoints.
showing a different culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
wasn't-
It was something interesting like
Ban
that.
that.
I'm
That's
intrigued
pretty-
by that because festivals are a
Yeah.
huge part of Japan.
I really
What's
it's
wrong with
like it plays with that concept of spiriting away,
Great movie.
Great movie.
which is Spirited Away. Yes, it's based
I
off
only
of the
saw it for the
idea of
first
like
time like a month ago.
it's
Yeah.
like people going missing and like they would say, oh, they were spirited away, or like spirits came and took them, and
Yeah.
that was like common in I think Japanese folklore as well,
Mhm.
as well as like lots of cultures, I suppose, to explain people disappearing. But like I kind of think that ties into the curfew that they
Yeah.
have,
Oh, they
like
mentioned the
that 11
curfew,
o'clock
yeah.
So,
curfew.
correct me
Yeah, I
if I'm
love
wrong.
how like Nurse Joy like shuts the door. and
Yeah,
then
like
she'll,
they turn the
get out.
shutters on.
Miss
and
Joy, this episode has a yellow cross.
Oh, yeah, I was
waiting
Officer,
for that.
Officer Jenny has like a north star.
Yeah.
Very
Cool.
good.
The curfew. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that in Japan, school kids have a curfew anyway.
Probably.
I believe
Probably,
so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back to Persona, and I feel like that was mentioned.
Well,
in
that
it.
Persona is historical.
It's so
Oh,
weird.
Well,
yeah.
a lot of kids do
Yeah.
just have. Like,
Yeah.
curfew.
But when Nurse Joy just barred up the
yeah.
the Pokemon Center, I assume it was the curfew because they knew there would be
Yeah,
ghosts
they'd be
about.
spirited away.
Yeah, so they would have known about that.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was like a nice touch because like they've been out probably later than 11 o'clock in other episodes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine that the charm in the episode when they save him from the thing, that's like way past
Mhm.
11,
Yeah.
I imagine. I like how Brock in this episode's almost kind of punished for like how he just goes for
Yeah,
any
He's
woman.
just simping on
Oh
her.
yeah.
How he just sips on anyone.
Simping.
Yeah.
He's not Ida.
Of course, Brock would have a crush on a rock.
Yeah.
Brock.
So anti catchphrase.
Okay, I've got a question for you guys.
Ah, go for
if
it,
it's ever brought up again.
Do with Brocks and Rocks.
The 2,000-year-old war.
Oh yeah. Mention
Is that
Yeah.
ever
So
mentioned again?
No.
Not that I know of, but I mean, there are wars that have mentioned in the past. It could be the same war even
There's
in
the wars that I know for sure is the 3,000-year-old war before
Is that Lucaria?
X and Y.
Oh yeah,
X and
Is the
Y.
war that Lieutenant Surge served in. So I imagine that wasn't 2,000 years ago.
that was probably recent.
And then this war.
Yep.
So
What's-
not that I'm aware of.
There's the in the Lucaria movie. There's also a depiction of a war.
That's cool.
Is there?
I haven't seen that movie.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that one now.
It's a good movie. I can't wait until we watch
Get
it.
there. Woo. 3
Um,
years.
When is the actual? When's the first movie? Are we close?
First movie.
First movie is at the end of this season, so we be on to episode 20 next.
I really want to watch it.
So we're almost getting there.
Yeah. Well, it's like what, like 30 episodes away. Roughly.
32, 32, 33 episodes
Yeah.
away.
It's a good time. That episode,
It's a
that
really-
movie
it's
is
a
quite
crack-
We'll
good.
be there. Lickety
There's, like,
split.
there's a lot to talk
before we
about.
know it.
I think we should totally do like a live.
Yeah, live.
Comment.
Yeah,
Commentary.
text us. What are your thoughts on that? Should we do like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
live stream or like
Would-
a live commentary?
Yeah.
Email us
that'd be
at
cool.
the DEXperience podcast at
Or just-
gmail.com.
You just Facebook message.
Or
the
Facebook
group,
message us.
Yeah.
We'll one of us four will respond pretty quickly.
But
on
yeah,
those.
you bring up again the mentions of war, Logan. It kind of seems to be quite a recurring theme in Pokemon, and I don't know why. And I'm kind of hoping that one day we might get a Pokemon war game,
Yeah, I mean,
They
well,
would-
a lot
they
of
would never
Pokemon
do
is a
that,
war.
but
like
that
a
would
like
be
a rival,
really
like a rival
cool.
Call of Duty.
No,
Oh
I
my
feel like-
god!
I feel like if they did a Pokemon War kind of game, it would be more like
Civilization or something.
No, it'd be more like the battle kind of gameplay.
Like
of,
Dota.
No, of the Teague's favorite game,
Oh, Fire Emblem.
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem, like
Fire
that kind
Emblem.
of warfare
Right.
style.
Oh, they did
Ah.
actually do a game like that.
Pokemon
It's
Conquest?
Based, yeah.
So
Yeah.
good, really
Based
good.
off of Nobunaga's Ambition.
There's a strategy game came out on the DS.
Yeah.
which is very good. I replayed it
Yeah.
actually like a
Pokemon
month
Ranger?
ago.
Yeah.
I imagine that's how
I-
they do like a Pokemon game that
I
was
felt
like fighting.
I felt that the gameplay was a bit too simplistic, but I only played a little bit of it. so.
I've played the whole thing like a
Yeah.
few times. I think it's
Um,
fantastic.
I want to mention the
The grid- it's like grid-based.
We kindly touched
The
kindly-
mongoose.
and that's coming later.
The mongoose.
I want to talk about James this time. We see Brock always falling for girls.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see James this time.
I want
Yeah, haven't seen
I
him.
argue that like James was hypnotized by the maiden.
That's the thing, right? Because the old lady says that grown men, when they come and visit this island, get hypnotized. We
Yeah.
don't
Every
see,
growing man.
we don't see Ash
That's what
get
she
we don't
said.
see Ash get hypnotized because he's not
Yeah.
a grown man.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's yeah, they were hypnotized, including Brock.
I want to
And
say 'cause
James-
James is gay.
And
That's
at the-
my canon.
at
Right?
the-
I'm
at
just
the-
coming out and saying
James
it.
is gay.
At the end of the episode as well, like
Full stop.
when James is getting pulled away,
Yeah.
like he's crying, like he
Yeah.
doesn't want to go.
I'll give you my theory in that as well.
Yeah.
So in the game, there's an item called cleanse tags, which is like a little sticker that,
Oh, the charm.
yeah, that keeps away wild Pokemon from the
Yeah.
front of your party. My belief is that those stickers were actually cleanse tags.
Oh,
And they kind of cleanse the spirit of being
Well, those
influenced by this
Yeah.
Ghastly.
those tags are quite common in like Japanese. Well,
Yeah.
in the temples and stuff, they use them quite common. They're like charms or something.
Yes.
I don't know if I like them calling them stickers because
Well, that's what I'm just referring to what is referred to in the
Oh no,
Probably
no!
a
In the show, they call
translation.
them stickers, and I was like, "That's a bit weird way of translating that." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of charms or
I guess because they like you peel them off, like a thing off and they
Yeah,
stick to you.
American.
I guess they do stick to stuff, so
Yeah.
technically correct.
It's a
I-
cool
it's-
use of them.
It's there on Jirachi as well. If you're
Oh, on its ears, eh?
on its like
Yeah,
it's like
little
charms
star
on
things.
its pointed things.
See,
Yeah.
Shirachi's a cool Pokemon.
I thought like I know from like talking like with you, Dinas, and like kind of knowing where James comes from, that like he's like goes to like and like how he becomes a lot more camp later on. Like
Yeah.
he like he is kind of probably like super gay.
Yeah,
But like
I
I've
mean-
also read sometimes that
Very
like
he's a feminine man.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
feminine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say. I don't.
we haven't seen.
I wouldn't say he's gay
any-
because there's proof that he gets Jessie
I
pregnant
mean-
in the
Oh
manga.
my god.
yeah,
What?
and I
So
think
if
I
they think
think
he's bi.
I think him
Different
and
canons,
Jesse.
though.
There's no hint of sexuality at all. It's
I
weird.
think
just
him
feminine.
and Jesse have things going
Yeah,
on.
I
sometimes.
think he's
I'm-
just
Like,
feminine.
especially
think-
when
yeah.
Jesse fired a bazooka at the person trying to
He
take
saved
him.
him. Jesse was jealous.
I
I
think
reckon,
Jesse was
yeah.
jealous, but she actually also does say, "I hate." She says, I can't. I'm just gonna listen to my new Jessie voice. I hate women like that.
she
They're
was.
like,
she's like,
she's like,
she's like-
always waiting for a man to come and save him.
she's like, I hate that synth thought.
Is
yeah,
that quote?
basically.
Direct quote.
She
to
hates
to put it in a
simp.
2020 context, yeah.
Yeah.
For all you kids out there, I translated it for you.
We all hate
Dude.
simp culture.
Yeah, she's like always waiting for a
Kids out
man.
there.
Like you gotta like. There's plenty of fish in the sea. It's gonna go.
Yeah.
grab.
Yeah, she's like, get over it.
Yeah. Basically,
she's like, come on.
Wow.
It's
But
2020.
this person didn't get over it and somehow broke all the rules of nature and rock grew on them.
Rock.
Yeah, she did the Hachiko thing where she. Do we know Hachiko?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's such a heartbreaking story. It's about this man and this dog in Japan, and like they would like the dog
and his
Hachiko
dog.
would always like wait for his owner to come back from work.
Oh, like Seymour from
Yeah,
Futurama.
exactly. I think
Yeah.
that's where they got the
Oh,
inspiration from.
Not
And so
Seymour.
the
Oh, that's
the
so
owner
sad. I'm tearing
the
up.
owner passed away.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Hachiko
train
just
station?
waited for his owner at that place and
Oh,
like
so
until
sad.
he
Train
passed
station,
away.
wasn't
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I think they it was like near it, and they built a statue in his honor.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
And
that happens in
It's
yeah,
like
Seymour.
it's
and
they made a
Futurama.
movie about it, several movies.
That's
I think.
beautiful.
How dare that man steal that from Futurama? You know?
Oh my
How
god.
dare?
Get a life, you know.
I wanna mention.
Stop ripping off the class.
I want to mention that damn mongoose.
Dude, a mongoose.
That
What?
was effectively a Pokemon,
Yeah.
but it was a giant mongoose.
It was like before Zangoose was invented.
that-
I actually
what-
want to know what a mongoose.
What typing it would be?
What does a mongoose
Well,
actually look
I will
like?
tell you. Oh, what a mongoose
Well-
looks like. Search it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show it to them. But what's interesting, you bring up Zangoose. So Zangoose is modeled after a mongoose,
Yeah.
and there's this internal
When is
conflict with
Zangoose introduced?
Generation 3.
You'll recognize it.
There's this internal conflict with Zangooses and
It's the
Survivors.
Yeah.
So I really like that this mongoose was there to scare the Ekans.
Yeah.
Because again, it's
Sure.
like mongooses and snakes. I guess that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It
like
must be.
in
Yeah,
nature,
must be.
the mongoose and the snake
Yeah.
are natural enemies.
I loved it,
I
and I'm
assume.
glad they used it. And then they
Yeah.
came back in later generations. Of course, we'll see Jessie
Yeah.
with a future survivor in Generation 3.
Yeah,
It was
and we
really
see
cool.
it's funny how it's like it's
Never seen a
just a
mongoose
mongoose.
What does a mongoose
Yeah.
look like?
I've never actually.
It looks like
looked
a-
at what one actually looked like.
Two-
It looks a bit like
it
a.
looks like
Weird
a-
looking rat
it
scroll.
looks like a sneaky otter.
It looks like a less
Sneaky
cool.
otter.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a less cool honey badger.
It looks like a meerkat, except like
Yeah.
darker,
A bit bigger.
like
yeah,
fur.
I like
Bigger.
them. They're cool. But
And
that mongoose was just—it was so
So
cartoony and so.
yeah.
It was with the face mask. I have
Yeah.
the coughing and stuff.
It was
like,
almost
out
something
the,
out
out
of
the
like
wall.
Off the wall.
Cat Dog or Scooby Doo.
Like like a
Yes.
Western
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
cow and
Yeah.
chicken.
It definitely
And-
like could have
Yeah.
been a Pokemon.
And I really like how Ghastly
For sure.
attacks the other characters with like Pikachu with the mousetrap, Charmander with the fire extinguisher. And we haven't even talked about Venus toys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that
crazy.
was sick! Like
yeah.
yeah, so he busts through. He turns into Venusaur and
Blastoise
Blastoise,
combined.
and then he does like a fusion dance
Yeah,
for all the
fusion
Dragon Ball
dance.
Z fans out
Yeah.
there, and then
Or for you Steven Universe fans out there. Yeah.
and then he makes what's it even called? What's it
Venus
called?
toys.
Venus
Venus
toys.
I said to
Sick!
I said to Oliver, like, surely Generation 9 there'll be fusion Pokemon.
So that's never
Yeah.
happened
I
before,
mean,
right? No,
no,
fusion
there-
Pokemon.
there
Oh,
are
no, there
Pokemon.
There
are.
are in the manga.
No, in
like,
Generation
with
5?
Ash Greninja.
Yeah.
Kyurem?
Oh, of course, Kyurem and Reshiram.
The,
and
the
Zekrom,
legendaries of the game,
Oh, actually,
you
I've
can
got another one.
fuse.
Detective Pikachu, human. And
Oh, of
Pikachu.
course.
Oh,
Yeah, we know
Excellent
if you put Ryan Reynolds on a Pikachu, it'll make a little Detective Pikachu.
Oh my gosh, we should do a Detective Pikachu.
That'd be
Oh,
good.
yeah.
So I love.
Yeah.
we should.
Yeah, that Venus toys is
Yeah.
mental.
So cool,
And
really
it looks
cool
so
looking.
cool.
They like
pretty
sparked the
sick.
imaginations of so many people in
Yeah.
the Pokemon fandom. They were like, they should have like, you should be able to combine all the
Well,
Pokemon.
there's that whole like website you see with like bad
Oh,
reviews and
yeah.
stuff. Like this
Oh, yeah, that
I saw
Pokemon
I saw a
mashup.
Maximon, a Voltorb, and a Dodo the other
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
It
Oh my
looked
God.
like a kiwi bird with no legs.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
just a big butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they surely could like introduce like more Pokemon because like they've done like heaps of fusion things in like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's, like,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
a
You
really-
get
That-
stuff like Arctozolt and those
I
other
mean, yeah,
fossil
the
types.
fossils.
I suppose they're
Oh,
fusions.
good
Yeah,
point,
but
yeah.
they're like accidental
Yeah,
fusions.
they-
like
Do you think those were based off like those fusion like generators, like those fan-made fusion fused Pokemon
Maybe.
generators?
Oh,
I've never thought of
probably
that.
because they are
like-
like really wacky.
you know what's
Yeah.
you know what's really cool about that fossil person in Generation 8? She actually has odd shoes on.
Does she?
Yeah, she has odd shoes on, so
Ah.
it's kind of like a sign of
That's
that.
a
Like,
cute
oh,
touch.
she's a little bit,
Where'd she get her degree?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Well, actually, for by the time this is out as well, the DLC will be out for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
How many days away is that?
That's only like 2
2
weeks
weeks
away.
I
away
am
at the moment.
12 days
not to,
away.
Not to date the podcast.
No, this is exactly 12 days away from
Oh, yeah.
when Isle of Armor comes
This
out.
comes out in like
Yeah.
October, probably.
They release what is it?
Coming
They,
out in July.
you know when they're releasing the boats? They're supposed to be like the dead Pokemon, right? Or like,
I believe
Oh,
so.
I
release
thought it was
like
supposed to be like
spirits.
spirits, like
Yeah, Spirit.
sending
But-
them to sea.
but they have like their own personal connection to these spirit
Yes.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's kind
And
of like
Ghastly just rides it, and he comes back the next year. So
Yeah.
I guess he goes off to go like griff some
To
other
other
people.
festivals.
What if Ghastly was the maiden's Pokemon?
I would have said, what if Ghastly was like the prince?
I
or
thought-
like
I
the
thought
guy that she
Ghastly-
Oh,
was-
what the dead
That's what I
guy.
thought. I was thinking that right up until
Right.
the moment when he said, "If I see him, I'll send him to you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wouldn't make sense because why would a human become Ghastly?
Yeah.
I
no.
mean, it could happen.
Could have
I
inhaled
don't
some
know.
toxins
Yeah.
on his death.
If you guys had to become, if you guys could choose just to
A
be
ghost Pokemon.
a human ghost or become like a Ghastly type Pokemon,
Sure.
what would you be? Or like Haunter or whatever.
Well,
they
as we
want.
don't live in a
I'd
Pokemon
be-
world, I would not be a Pokemon ghost.
No, but if you could be a Pokemon
Yeah,
ghost.
I'd be a human ghost because then I wouldn't be caught by a trainer
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
and made to
but
battle and stuff.
Think about it, like
you want to be a Pokemon?
I would love to be a Gengar.
Really?
That'd be so cool.
No, pretty
That
bad
was
defenses.
such a good-
But
It
what if
doesn't
like
matter.
what if a trainer comes up and tries to catch you?
I'll just scare it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what if he
yeah.
has a Master Ball?
Oh, then cool. I have an owner. Great.
You just
I gotta-
wasted one of the most.
Yeah, what
precious
a yeah.
balls
I'm
in
not
the
a shiny
world.
Gengar. What a waste, buddy.
You're shiny to us.
Oh, stop it. Oh,
Aw.
stop it.
Yeah, you're 1 in 4,000.
But then he's from Wales. So
Oh.
That takes him down a notch. Nice.
Sorry, North Shore boy.
Oh.
Hey, you gotta say that to
Yeah,
him as
half-
well.
Sorry,
half
North
the-
Shore boy.
Half the people in this room are from the North Shore.
Well, isn't that a problem?
I love the inclusion.
I mean, we can't all be perfect.
Why?
You can't all be from Wales.
Yeah, I really liked how at the end, like Team Rocket were just like hitting the taiko drums for like no reason.
Why would they? Yeah.
I think they're just like, I guess they're happy to be
Just having
alive.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird because these last like 4 or 5 episodes, the Team Rocket have been pretty chill. I mean,
They haven't. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
they haven't been going for Pikachu. They've just want.
No, yeah.
they went.
I think it's still continuing from James spent all their money
On
to buy
Magikarp,
Magikarp.
yeah.
So,
So this
they
is
have
their-
like
yeah.
the 2 months.
So
salary.
give a slight spoiler. Pretty much from this point out, they're always tight for money.
yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
because they
So-
spent it all on that Magikarp.
So schemes for money will pop up quite
Cool.
quite.
Yeah, because
And funny,
Pikachu's kind of
it's-
taken a back seat.
It's quite funny because whenever we see Team Rocket actually doing work, they're pretty successful.
Yeah.
They actually work really well. They could have just like gotten like a good job, and they
They could play
they
the
could
drums
like
pretty well.
they
But they're
could
doing what they love.
they could profit, but they're doing
and
what
if you're
they
doing
love.
what you love, do you really work a day?
Yeah, you're damn right.
Uh,
And we're going to end on that.
Actually, though, I actually got one quick thing that I just realized I accidentally said it. Pikachu hasn't been like
In a battle,
he hasn't done
Anything.
anything for
No.
so.
He was with the Flyers with Squirtle.
Yeah, he
the
talked
bandits,
down that Tentacruel.
oh
Oh yeah, good
yeah.
point. Yeah, sorry,
In
because
the
that
in the
was
That's pretty major.
episode,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, because we did that like last.
Yeah, we
week,
did it
so-
last week.
It's the order. It's weird.
It's not even the. Oh, it was like a
Yeah.
whole week ago, so I can pick. But like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that
come
was,
on, Pikachu, pick up the slack.
Yeah, but Pikachu, like for the first few episodes, you couldn't get you
Yeah.
couldn't get enough Pikachu.
There
Now,
hasn't
like,
there hasn't really been that many battle heavy episodes lately
Yeah.
though.
yeah,
I
Probably
al-
not
probably
since-
since
I
Surge.
yeah. Lieutenant Surge would have been like the last like
Yeah, it's been a
proper
while,
Pokemon
yeah.
battle we would have had.
I'm
Yeah.
keen for a new gym badge.
Yeah,
Cool big battle.
It's getting there.
yeah.
I
it's
think
close.
yeah,
It's
I
About
think we need a
about
new
4 or
gym
5
badge.
episodes is getting there.
yeah.
I know I am excited for the next.
I
episode.
really want to add quickly
for it.
when Misty and Ash, at the end when they're all
It's
dressed
lovely.
in like I think it's like
Kimonos.
yutaka or
Yeah.
kimono, and it's like that like Misty looks really cute.
Yeah,
and
it's a very
Ash too.
sweet moment. Like
That
when
is a
Ash
nice
kind of,
moment.
like,
Ash
goes-
looks good.
That scene has been. I just want to say that scene is like iconic because in the Pokemon forums, like everyone put him in like their AMVs. Do you know what
What's that?
AMVs are?
No.
Automatic music videos.
No, animated music videos.
Oh, so close.
Very close, but like like
Automatic music video.
That's what I said.
animated.
Oh.
Hey, April from the last,
Yeah,
April from I guess from the last
Yeah.
episode, she has like a YouTube video of like 500,000 views that she did of
Jimmy Neutron.
That's what makes you video. That's
we
what makes you
will,
beautiful.
we will put that in the description for this
God.
episode.
Yeah,
Of Jimmy
How
Neutron.
about-
It was
how
like a
about a friend?
shipping video. Jimmy Neutron and
Cindy.
Cindy.
What?
yeah,
it's really good.
500,000 views. Like we should, I'll show
But
you.
like
That's funny.
that was like a huge thing. Like even in the 2000s, and it kind of actually people
Probably
kind of
still
stopped.
around.
Some of them, yeah, some of them still around, but it's like
it's
way
become
less
kind
prevalent.
of more
It's gone-
tacky now.
Mm.
Tacky. I
Like
guess
it's
it depends.
become more cringy. Like in the time,
Yeah.
it was really popular because it was like, oh, cool. But now it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Because you couldn't like get footage of those
Yeah.
characters quite easily, and
Yeah,
it
it was
was
hard
hard
to
to
get.
like kind of do that. But now like I guess there's a higher bar for like in terms of editing. Like you can't just put clips of characters talking to each other to like
Mm-hmm.
Gravity by Cerberus, and then have it be like
It's oddly specific. Dennis,
well, it's
have
like
you-
Not Gravity by John Mayer.
not John Mayer.
not Gravity. The hit
John
film
Mayer can
starring,
go-
is it Sarah
Anyway,
Bullock?
yeah, it's like in Community they kind of have they have a joke based off of that where they kind of Annie says to Jeff, "Oh, we've got all this chemistry," and then it's like an AMV of like them
That's funny.
like
I ship Annie and Jeff.
oh yeah, no, I don't like that. I'm not going to talk about
Annie's
that.
young, we try not
we've
to
had this
sexualize
argument.
her.
That's the next the next podcast.
But
Um,
so yeah, like that clip is iconic, and
They look
it's,
it is a very sweet moment.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was nice.
forums-
Nice way to end it.
in the forums as well. People like would put them that kind of that scene in their banners. Like oh my god, this is so like
You're
2000.
speaking a different language
had
here,
like
Dennis.
you had like signatures in
Yeah,
your
was this
forum
Bebo?
posts. Like so whenever you so signatures are a thing that like you put
It's
at
still
the
a thing now.
but it's like in the forums it's different because it was like you could have it be like a picture or a message or something. So people would put their affiliations in the like in the signature, so they're like Poker Shipper or whatever, and they have like a photo of like them together.
Oh,
And
you
stuff.
did that on MSN Messenger as
Yeah.
well.
And now that I explain it, it sounds like really crazy, but people still do it, and it's still a
Um,
thing.
So there's this lovely happy ending with Ash, Misty, even Team Rocket, and poor Brock.
Even Ghastly is
Well,
like a
well, yeah, but poor Brock is just sitting on the beach looking at the statue, being like, "Guess I'm 2,000 years too late."
What was he expecting?
He's still in love with this statue.
But like, she wasn't never real.
Hey, he's a
Like-
romantic, kind
It's-
of,
it's-
but he's also
Okay,
it's quite sad.
Like, what was he
Yeah.
imagining his future to be? With
Should we
her?
just do some final thoughts
Yeah.
quickly?
yeah, but
Dennis, would you like to go
your final thoughts can be his future.
I I enjoy I enjoy all these episodes really, but I thought it was a good episode, good use of like we got to see some wacky hijinks. Not my favorite episode, like especially after we've had like the Saint Anne episode, the giant Pokemon episode, and like even a few of the ones before those I felt were like really cool. Like this felt it was a bit fillery, but I mean it was like fun, and we got to see a bit more of Brock's character, and yeah, it's good. Felt
Sweet.
good.
Tweet.
I was saying how I've been missing some kind of battles, and I was saying in the Beauty and the Beach episode how like it was less Pokemon focused. I kind of felt the same way of this episode, that it was less Pokemon focused. I mean, it was cool, kind of like the whole lore and stuff kind of going on, and there was all these like spiritual elements. Like I did like that, but I am kind of missing what I kind of want to see from like Pokemon. You know, I guess like I've been missing those elements. I haven't liked this episode or the past few little ones as much as I have the episodes before. I think it was still a good episode, but I want to see some Pokemon. I want to see some battles. I want to see some cute Pokemon do some cute stuff. You know.
Any unsung heroes this week, Tweet?
Unsung heroes this week go out to your boy Maractus. However,
Nice.
Dennis actually used Maractus in his Pokemon Black
Why does
team.
that blow your mind?
It blows my mind
I'm
because
I'm
no
a
one
big fan.
ever has used
Maractus
a Maractus.
is awesome.
I was
I
almost.
feel like you're the
I was,
only person that's
I
ever
was-
used one.
I
I
was-
like
You're a
Maractus. I
Maractus
was
fan.
amazed
Yeah.
when I first saw Maractus.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I think it was in X. Is it in X and Y?
Yeah,
It might be.
yeah.
Oh,
It is.
whenever I first saw it, maybe it was Sword and Shield. I thought it was so cool.
Wait, what do you?
Maractus
I would
gang,
use it.
Rise
I,
up.
Yeah,
I,
no,
w-
yeah,
I
it
was
was ever
thinking.
used
I was
to-
actually thinking of breeding it competitively.
That'd be
But
cool.
the one thing it's missing is an evolution. If it had an
Yeah.
evolution, somewhere, I don't
Maractus
It
is
could use an
perfect as Maractus is.
I-
Like,
Maractus, hell, hold your head up high, Maractus.
Hold your head
Yeah.
up high because
Hold your head up
I
high.
think it is a cool Pokemon, but
You got
I
the
just like
potential.
never hear anyone ever talk about it. I'm being online, like
we
looking
just
at
did it for
stuff.
like 2 minutes.
I know, but like apart from us,
oh my god.
keep your head held up high.
I'll give my thoughts on this episode. I really like this one. I'm gonna go out there on a limb and say this best filler episode so far.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big words.
The reason why is just because it's so different. It shows Pokemon being used in a different light, with Ghastly being this magnificent,
Magnificent.
Malevolent.
That's
Oh,
the one.
okay,
Malevolent
never mind.
spirit that can, completely warp the minds of these young people. And we get some nice bonding moments with the gang again. They're lovely. And soon Ash and Misty. We've seen Team Rocket not really be inherently bad guys this time. And Brock has a lovely arc in this. And, it's a shame he kind of ends on being a bit of an e-boy, but it's
Just
quite
simping for a rock.
it's quite
Yeah,
nice.
We've all been there.
But
Of course.
We've all been there.
I'm a sucker for supernatural and spiritual shows and movies.
Spiritual.
Just look at me with my Godzilla references all the time, but give me a ghost and I'll be happy too. I really dug this episode. It was so different, so off the wall, but it was just a really, really good story. Yeah,
Cool.
Logan.
I thought it was really cool. Not my second. I'd go second best filler. I think Bill's Lighthouse is still the best filler episode by far. I loved the turnaround for Ghastly. I think that's what made this. Actually, my top two moments were Misty at the end with Ash. I thought that was really sweet.
Well, that's cool. That's nice.
And then after that, Ghastly sailing off. Or before that, Ghastly sailing off and having a conversation with the ghost
Yeah, it's lovely.
was really good. It was really cool. I thought it was like sweet how like he obviously was like a pretty. He's still like robbing people of money and being like haunting people and like stealing, like being bad.
Yeah, who hasn't done that though?
But he was also
Why?
like
What?
he was also like sweet because he
You're
was
also
keeping
doing a
him in
podcast,
real
right?
life,
Shit.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did. Sorry, I just did forget something else I wanted to bring up. The whole use of the shrines in this episode was great as well. When I was studying Japanese culture, the thing that got me the most was the respect and the love for shrines and all this myth surrounding them. I think they handled it beautifully in this episode, and I think that's actually what really got me. Yeah,
Nice.
it was gorgeous.
It's cool.
A lot
Yeah.
of respect.
Dennis, do you want to give our social media handles
Yeah,
to
yeah.
follow?
So that was the DEXperience. Thank you all for listening.
Thanks,
for
Dexters.
If
I
you
I hope you like your name.
Yeah, we chose it for you, so.
yeah, we have bequeathed it to you.
Good
If
word.
if you want to follow us, please follow us on Facebook at the DEXperience Podcast or DEXperience. I can't keep remember right now.
Have you searched Experience?
Yeah, it should
You'll
pop up.
find
We're
it.
on YouTube. You might be watching it, but we have video versions on YouTube if you just want to see
Sup?
us talking and
Get to know our cute little faces.
know what we look like. Because oh my gosh, there's so many times when I listen to a podcast and then I see them in real life, and I'm like, oh.
Watch your words. Oh,
Oh, Dennis!
but like actually, I think like you should get used to what we look like now because it won't be as
It's
big.
not gonna get any
It won't be
better.
as big of a shock. But
Wow,
no,
thanks.
actually, no. But like, you'll be like pleasantly surprised. You'll be like, "Oh my gosh, look at all
Thanks
these."
for the big sell, Dennis.
Yeah, wow. Cool. You just made everyone unsubscribe to the podcast.
No, so
I feel like Brock in that episode right
Oh,
now.
wow.
no. I mean,
Thanks,
I'm
Dennis.
just saying. Like, it is a thing though. You imagine a different person in your head,
Yeah.
and then you see them, and like, it's like limerence. You want. It's like not the person you. It's not the idea.
Well, sometimes
of the
maybe
person.
it is.
And sometimes it's better, but like
Yeah.
it's good to like have your expectations deeply rooted in reality.
Well, I would like to know what everyone out there who just
Yeah,
listens
if you're
to
just-
me
if
thinks
you-
what we look like.
you're just-
You know what? Throw us a photo of what
Yeah.
you think we look like.
If you're
you're
just
a pure
listening to-
audio listener.
If you're just listening to the podcast, just like I don't know, tell us what celebrities you might think we look like, what ethnicity you think we are.
Let us
because
know
we
how
might-
disappointed you are when you see the real
Rate
us.
it out of
It's
10.
like-
One
it's a
very
rating.
dissatisfied
Yeah.
10.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Jesus, what an ending.
Yeah.
And we're also on Instagram and Facebook. We need someone to go on the Instagram
And-
to do
oh,
that stuff for it. because
And
we haven't done
everywhere
much
where
for it.
you can find or listen to your podcast.
And wherever hope is.
So, if you're listening during the day, I hope you have the good rest of the day.
Wherever
And if you're
hope
listening
is.
in the
At your
evening,
local church.
have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, Dexters.
Thank you.
Night.
Brock Rock.
Next episode is
Whoops.
Episode 20.
Oh,
Bye
Bye
bye,
prepare
Butterfree.
to cry. Brock Rock.
Bye.
Thanks for saying that we're going to disappoint our visitors with our looks.
No, I'm
Dennis.
just saying, like, I'll listen to people and I'll be like, oh, I wonder if they're hot, and then, well,
Wow.
no,
Goodness!
no, I'm just. That's not what I mean.
a hole.
That's not what I mean at all. It's just like it's different from what I
said that.
like. It's different from what I expected.